Hey guys, how you doing? Now today, I'm not going to be bitching about Gibson's high prices, right? But instead, I'm going to tell you about a discovery I made. Maybe you already know this, but if you don't, then this is really good, guys. So, I have a guitar kit that I worked on during the COVID fear-mongering period, right? Now, for that, I had made one of these here, right? I'm just redoing it, right? Like sanding it down a little. I'm gonna put a new coat on it. Like I changed the pickup rings, etc. But the most important thing here that I was working on is that this headstock, it was just maple, right? It was just maple, and I had a, just scribble my name on it. And this is the truss rod cover, right? Now, I decided, it doesn't look so good as a maple because it's kind of like a big contrast with the rest of the front of the guitar. So what I did, I used the, what's this called, the speedball ink, right? I sanded it down. I used 60, then 120, then 220, got rid of the finish. And then I used this here speedball ink, and I put it on there to make it black. And I was saying to myself, now how am I going to scribble my name on it, on it now? It's black, right? So I was like, what can I use? I'm thinking like, should I do paint? What is it that I'm going to use that would stand up under like a coat of polyurethane? Like I would hate for me to like rub on some like finish and then have it just smear, you know what I mean? So I looked online and I said, you know what? I'm gonna try these Sharpie markers. They're just regular old Sharpie markers in silver, bronze, and gold, right? And of course, if I try it and I mess it up, then I'm gonna have to like resand and redo the speedball ink and everything. No good. So I was like, aha. So my stuff from StewMac came in today, and as you can see, I put the speedball ink on this, and here's the bronze, here's the silver, and here's the gold. It writes on black, guys. That's pretty awesome. All right. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna scribble it with either bronze, gold, or silver. And again, this is what it looks like, guys. Pretty cool. Now, I just can't mess it up though. Like I mess it up, I'm like, then I gotta go sanding it, and oh my god. Because not only do I have, because this is kind of like a water base and it has some shellac in it, it raises the grain, So after I apply it, I still have to sand it ever so carefully so not to make it through to the maple. All right. So I lied, guys. I am gonna talk bad about Gibson today. So I was looking, right? Now Gibson, you know how they got the Les Paul standard, right? $2,800, right? And then they go and they offer you the Les Paul Studio, right? What is it now? $1,700, right? The difference is that there's no flame maple cap, and there's no binding. And then so I'm looking at it, and so I Googled how much is a piece of flame maple cap and how much does binding cost, right? Binding, $5, right? Maybe $10, right? You get enough for the neck and the body. So $10 for the binding, right? Maple cap, what was like $50? How is it $1,100, more just for that? It's gonna be labor. It's gonna be labor. I scraped bindings before. It's not hard. Gluing a binding in place. That's not hard. It's not even time consuming. It's not even, it's like they're whipping you off. It's just really horrible. The mind game pricing that they, the pricing mind game, they're messing with your mind, guys, making you think it's worth so much, and Gibson's not alone. I was looking at PRS offerings, and they have this thing with the S2 and the core, right? They go, oh, the S2 got like 3-piece neck, this piece, that piece, this piece, that piece, right? Now it doesn't cost $2,000, to have a 1-piece neck. It's like, what the thing is? I think that these companies, right, that charge you a lot for guitars, are just, like from day one, they realize, hey, these are, pieces of wood with metal bits on it, right? And they're selling it, right? And of course, they see that people out there, they have a need to worship things, like make a religion, vote for a politician, and really feel strongly about it. I know people out there, like if I can arrange for them to meet in a room and bring up politics, one of them's going to be dead. I'm going to be like, oh my God, I shouldn't have put them in the same room, because they feel so strongly about it. Meanwhile, neither of them are involved in politics. They're just sitting, doing the 9-to-5 job, and then they just like feeling so strongly about it. So I think that's what's happening here, right? That people who play guitar, right, they need something to worship, right? They need conflict. They need to have a community of their peers who believe in the same thing. You have the nitrocellulose group of people, who are like, licking each other, coating each other with nitro, going, I love nitro so much. Oh, all this tone, It's like, give me a friggin' break, right? Bring in the reality. They don't want to hear it. They want to worship the finish. Then they have the people who want to worship a 1-piece neck, and then the companies, they see this. They're like, what? Their dollar is as good as anyone else's dollar, so they play right in on it, and I don't know. Like I find that it's a little bit immoral to take money from stupid people, like that. Unless you're gonna like maybe do something good with it, what? I do have to say something good about Gibson today. I'm saying something good about Gibson, guys. All right. So I hear that in 2019 or something like that, they reinstated their Gibson Gives charity program, right? Where they give the gift of music to, I guess, places that need music. I don't know, homeless shelters or whatever. A guitar for every homeless shelter or whatever they're doing. They're giving back some. I think that before they, they can afford to give back. Giving back is simply just giving it away, right? If they can afford to give it away, why weren't the prices lower when they were, not doing that program? All right, so I have to turn a good Gibson thing into a bad Gibson thing. But anyway, enough of that today. Well, hope you appreciate it. And again, Sharpie markers, bronze, silver, and gold. Have a good one, guys.